So that's how we handle drivers that call in. And again, when they call in, this is Johnny Rockets inside his file. So we've talked about the web recruiting, we've talked a little bit about drivers calling in. One of the things I haven't talked about is smartphones. The recent study that I read, I think it was done, and I'm sorry, I can't recall off the top of my head, 71% of drivers are carrying smartphones. The online recruiting tool of TruckRight will work on an iPhone. The driver can recruit, go off your website and into TruckRight right off your iPhone, which is one of the smaller displays. BlackBerry, they have a small display. It's not an app. It is responsive design website. So it will automatically format itself to the screen size. Why use the software? We all have somebody looking over our shoulder, whether it be the DOT, Ministry of Transport, lawyers, insurance, and the first thing they all want to see is what do your driver files look like? Are they compliant? Are they up to date? Here's you logging in the morning. Whether you're a recruiter, safety person, logging into TruckRight in the morning, this is your dashboard, and each dashboard can be customized depending on the type of user you are. If you're in safety, we call them widgets. That's my technical word of the day. Each one of these dashboard pieces is a separate widget, and right now we have about 15 different ones built in the system. This one here is active candidates. The top purple is somebody that's applied online. The green, yellow, and kind of an orange color is something that you've decided what level of urgency you want to put on that driver. It's just a quick visual note to self. This person's a high priority. This guy's got a new truck. He's got good experience. The company he worked for went out of business. He was there for 10 years. We want him. So you're going to put him in a high priority, and you're going to keep on top of him. It's just a note to self. DAD requests. If you're using the DAD services, one of the things that TruckRight does, again, we're accountable. We are logging what verifications, how many records there are per candidate. Same with drug and alcohol, any documents that are requested. Every time you do an update, it grabs from DAD where we are with the process. You will know instantly without having to call somebody where we are with references and drug and alcohol history. Expirations, notification. The system is hard-coded for 30 days notice. The ones in yellow means that they're coming due. The ones in the darker means that they're expired. 30 days hard-coded, that's not enough. We have a report elsewhere that you can track any document type that the driver may have, fast card, passport. You can track owner-operators versus company drivers. You can put any date range you want in it. So if you want to know Calgary, owner-operators, fast cards, from now to June, there's your list of drivers that you need to be worried about. So this is just a quick visual on a dashboard that would handle the 30 days, but the other report is something that you would generate. Again, it's very, very dynamic. Time and attendance, again on the HR side of it, think of it as a vacation planner. The difference is if you're using the HR module, driver can log in and say, I'm not going to make it into work tomorrow. Driver can log in and say, I need to book some time off. This is my first choice, this is my second choice, and this is my third choice. That notification you set up, who goes into the notifications of that in the software. Reminders are post-it notes. Everywhere in the system that drivers come in with an abstract, or he doesn't have his abstract, you want him to bring it in, you just put a quick note to self. Johnny Rocket said he's going to be back in a week with his abstract. Those are just post-it notes, but it's on your dashboard. And you can also, if you're in groups, you can see other people in your group's dashboards as well. When we get into talking a little bit more about the left-hand nav, what I want to point out here is the icons. Red means nothing's being done on that document type. The diamond at the top means the driver started something or you have started something, but it's not complete. The caution yellow symbol means the driver has checked that he thinks he's done with that piece. And the green check mark means you've looked at it and it's compliant and it's what you need. Quick visual when you're looking at the driver file. We talked earlier about sensitive information. And again, I know you can't read this at the back of the room, but this toggle here, you can assign access. So you've now decided, okay, I'm going to book this person for road test. And the fleets that we're working with so far, road tests seem to be when they're assigning the sensitive information questions. Emergency contact, good thing to know if they're going for road test. It's kind of what we're hearing. So book them for road test, turn on the sensitive information, the driver would then fill out that information. There is interaction with the driver back and forth, logging in, logging out of the system. At any time, I'm sorry, I'm just going to go put water in there. For people that know me, I talk a lot, this doesn't happen. Put the microphone and it drives me out. The left nav bar, what's a DQ file? Everybody's DQ file could be slightly different. When we create your database, we give you a library of these document types. You tell us what you want in your library, and that it's there. You can then assign the document types for your whole fleet, just for different divisions, different departments, different position types. So why would you ask for a dangerous goods card for somebody that's applying for an office job? Why would you ask somebody for a forklift handling certificate that may be applying for a long-haul driver? So you can control what shows up in the left-hand nav bar. When you create the instance, you can create it right at the position level, and if by chance, and in this case, we've identified that this person is an owner-operator, we're going to be assigning, at the bottom of the screen here, for some reason not showing, but we have an owner-operator form that we're going to show you. The direct deposit authorization, cell phone policy, safety orientation policy is also being something that we're selecting to present to this driver. The onboarding and health and safety, we don't present to the driver until you want to. It's the same as the access for the sensitive information. You say, now's a good time to turn this on, we're going to turn it on because we're onboarding this person. We want to present them with direct deposit information. Everything that you do in the hiring cycle is in the system. If it's not in the system, and I'll show you a little bit later, you can create any number of documents that you want. So here's the owner-operator form that I was just talking about. How many people here are involved with owner-operators? Owner-operator comes on board, we're capturing his business reg number, his name, company information, tax information, type of truck. He could have multiple trucks, multiple trailers, NIVIS information, registration documents, scaled weight, safety inspections, bill of sale, all of these things driver can upload and directly into your system. Health and safety, we've assigned him also the safety orientation policy and the cell phone policy. This won't show until you, again, turn on. One of the things that we wanted not to do was present it at a candidate with this massive list of here's everything that's going to be done. So we've broken the health and safety, the onboarding, and the sensitive information separately so that when they're first coming on, it's just the DQ file information. Then you can present the things, the other pieces as the hiring process goes. Just as you do now, you don't give them the orientation package or you don't give them your HR stuff until you get to that point. We talked a moment ago about being able to create any type of document. Again, this is challenging to read in this room, but Amy is out of the room. To create a document in the system for you to use over and over again takes about 5 minutes, once. You can turn on to put a header on it, which would be your logo. You could allow to upload a scanned image of the document. You could say that a signature is required. Company rep signature is required. Show completed checkbox, which means that it's a compliant piece that you want to show. Any of this could be chosen and creating a document. Also handle multiple languages here. Typical editor, and again, we with Coupar, Amy, you've done what, 30, 40 health and safety policies? 5-10 minutes apiece? So you take the text, use our software, and then when it's presented to the driver, it automatically populates your company name, it automatically populates the driver's name, it automatically populates the logo. If you want them to sign it, if you want 2 people to sign it, it does everything through the system. Another word we're going to talk briefly on is org unit. And again, it's in your glossary. And what the org unit, what we're telling you is a truck rate can handle any corporate structure, departments, divisions, size of company. You may have a corporate head office, you may have multiple divisions with multiple locations, with multiple departments, and that's what this tree is. The purpose of that, why is that important to me today? What this does is back to your career page. You can be assigning positions to divisions, to departments, to locations. So you may have a recruiting department that handles only Calgary, that handles only Regina. The system, at that point, you can put different recruiters at the org unit level. You could also, with payroll, if you use the payroll modules in here, you can have different pay structure for different provinces. So this is the safety orientation policy, and all I'm showing you here is it's inserted your fleet's name here, your fleet logo's name here, and because we check the boxes, the driver can mark it as complete here. It automatically puts today's date. It's identified, and the driver here can sign. Driver can print it, save it, and it's in a WAU system. We have a new cell phone policy. We have a new handheld device policy. We have a new chain-up policy. Getting the fleet, getting the driver into the office to sign these policies is challenging. This, you just let a driver know. We have a new policy that needs to be looked at. They can log in quickly. The red will be to them that they need to do something on that one and get at that specific policy.